Next, we will have the Father's Day message, which is, I don't think it's typically done by the same person chairing the service. Now's my chance to redeem myself. If you don't like me as chairperson, hopefully you like me a little bit more than that as this next portion of the service. Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge all of the pain and fear flooding Los Angeles and our entire nation. It is heartbreaking seeing our communities and families torn apart, making special occasions like Father's Day and graduations difficult or even impossible to celebrate for many. While we have much unknown lying ahead, I am proud that Little Tokyo and Los Angeles are fighting in solidarity with our immigrant communities, and I'm deeply grateful to be here in community with all of you today. I'd like to start my talk by wishing a happy Father's Day to all of the dads, grandfathers, uncles, and father figures. Happy Father's Day to my own, who I have not spoken to this morning yet, but is sitting right in front of me. Great spot. We also remember our fathers and father figures who've passed away and their impact on our lives. Special shout out to Eric, who is, I believe, watching from home on the stream, for being a wonderful father to our little gremlins. I feel a lot of pressure giving this message today. Everyone here knows Rinban, Bishop, Reverend Nori, whatever you might call him. And what I say here today could make or break his reputation. Just kidding. While I know that many of you have known my dad for many, many, many more years than I have, my siblings and I have the profound honor and occasional embarrassment of calling him Dad. Growing up, Mika, Gaku, and I spent a lot of time with my mom. Shout out to Janet. My dad has been deeply involved in the temple and Little Tokyo community throughout our entire lives. He was often working late, participating in evening meetings, and preparing for services. So we didn't always have dinner as a family. Despite him not being around many evenings, I have vivid memories of him at the dinner table. People always assume my dad spent a lot of my childhood sharing deep and meaningful stories, but honestly, that hardly ever happened. Well, at least from my perspective. I suppose he could have been thinking his stories were deep and meaningful. But most of my memories are of us laughing about how he would take forever to get to the exciting part of a story, only to get lost in multiple tangents along the way. Another thing he would do, which was extremely silly in retrospect, but beyond infuriating at the time, when we were grumpy and throwing a fit at the table, was comically pout back at us, which would invariably lead us to begin unwillingly giggling and losing the ability to stay upset. Honestly, it still annoys me a little bit to this day. I asked my siblings and our kids what their favorite things about my dad/grandpa are, and the responses were varied. Gaku said that he always enjoys Dad's thoughtful responses to questions about sports, movies, and life. We're all fond of his closed-mouth laugh and sense of humor. Our kids all express that they enjoy playing with him and when he reads them stories. Mia, Keizo, and Ami love spending time with him in the office after Lumbini, and Jun said that he likes Grandpa because he watches a lot of TV. There's the closed-mouth smile. Thank you. Seo said, I like Grandpa because I like Grandpa. Yes, totally. Keep it simple. Now that I have children of my own, I can't help but feel like 4 decades of parenthood and almost 1 decade of grandparenthood must be extremely draining. I would love to think that my dad feels incredibly rewarded having 3 children and 7 grandchildren. However, I have caught him far too many times watching the chaos ensue at recent family gatherings from a corner, clearly questioning how he got to this point in life. Probably wondering when we're going to leave his house. All jokes aside, Dad, we are so grateful to have grown up observing you caring deeply about the people in your life, the temple, the community, and your path in life clearly reflecting that. With your retirement approaching in a few months, it's bittersweet to see this 50-year-long chapter of your life coming to a close, but we look forward to you just being Dad and Grandpa to us. You have given so much of yourself to the temple and community, and in doing so, you've taught us how to lead a life with humility and dedication. Now it's our turn to teach you how to slow down and enjoy small moments of joy and plenty of chaos. Thank you. Oh, that's not necessary.